Welcome to Plot Twist, your place for quick summaries of movies with jaw-dropping twists. Let's dive in. The movie starts today with a fight between two people, one named Chan and the other named Chang. But Chang was much stronger than Chan, managed to overpower him, and finished him off. Then he wakes up startled, and we learn that he was dreaming about his brother Chan. Afterward, he reads a letter from his grandfather, informing him that his brother has died and that he must return to his homeland. Next, we see a group of police officers led by a woman named Sonia raiding a bar in Hong Kong in search of a man named Kano. We learn that Kano killed one of the police officers, which is why they are pursuing him. Chang talks to him and tells him that Sonia won't stop chasing him until she catches him, even if he goes to the ends of the earth. He also orders Kano to escape quickly, warning him that if he touches her, he'll need a guide dog. Meanwhile, Sonia is still searching for Kano when one of his men attempts to shoot her, but she outsmarts him and shoots him first. However, he was wearing a bulletproof vest and wasn't harmed. She questions him about Kano, but unfortunately, he had already fled the scene. We then shift to Los Angeles, where we see a man named Johnny arriving at a location. Four armed men are waiting for him. Johnny begins to fight them and manages to take them all down one by one. But when he reaches the last one, he keeps hitting him repeatedly, yet the man doesn't move. Johnny says to him, "You're supposed to fall, you know," and the man finally collapses. We then learn that Johnny's an actor, and they were filming a scene from his latest movie. The director even asks him to redo the scene, but Johnny refuses before walking off. His assistant informs him that someone is waiting for him on set. When Johnny goes to meet him, he finds a man named Master Boyd. We learn that during this time, the media has been criticizing Johnny, claiming he's fake and knows nothing about martial arts. But the master tells him, "You're one of the strongest fighters in the world, and I can help you prove it." When Johnny asks how, the master informs him about a martial arts tournament that happens only once every generation. He explains that the tournament gathers the strongest fighters in the world, and winning it would earn him everyone's respect. He also tells Johnny about a ship departing from Hong Kong the next day, and that he must be on it. The master then leaves, but we discover that it was actually Chang disguised as Master Boyd. Next, we move to China, where Liu has just arrived at the Temple of Light and meets his grandfather there. His grandfather informs him that his brother was killed at that location. When Liu asks how it happened, his grandfather explains that his brother wanted to be like him and decided to enter the tournament. Unfortunately, due to his weak skills, he was killed in one of the matches. Liu then decides to enter the tournament to avenge his brother. However, when his grandfather presents this idea to the monks, they initially refuse, saying that Liu left them long ago to live in America and cannot represent their temple. Liu insists, saying he has decided to represent their temple and enter the tournament. When the monks ask him why he wants to do this, he explains that the person who killed his brother will be there, and he wants to avenge him. At that moment, a man named Master Raiden appears, and everyone present bows to him. But Liu is annoyed by this and helps his grandfather off the ground, saying, "He's just a beggar. Why are you treating him like this?" His grandfather apologizes to Master Raiden, but the master asks Liu to prove himself capable of participating in the tournament. As Liu approaches him, Master Raiden takes him down with just one move. Liu then asks, "If you're the real Raiden, why did you let my brother be killed?" Raiden responds, "Why don't you try to avenge him yourself?" Furious, Liu tells his grandfather that he will participate in the tournament whether they approve or not, and he leaves. Back in Hong Kong, Johnny arrives at the port. As soon as he disembarks, he sees a man reading a newspaper with Johnny's picture on it, labeled as a fraud. Johnny snatches the newspaper and looks at it. The man warns him, "Don't let anyone bother you." Johnny asks him, "Are you Art Lane?" The man replies, "Yes." And we learn that Art Lane is also a fighter. Johnny even tells him, "I saw you in a match, and your performance was amazing." Art responds, "I've seen many of your movies, and none of what you do can be faked." The two continue talking. Liu then arrives at the port as well. Johnny calls out to him and asks him to carry his bag onto the ship. Liu refuses, telling him to carry his own bag. Johnny offers to pay him, and Liu agrees, takes the money, throws the bag into the sea, and walks away. Johnny is confused by Liu's actions. Meanwhile, Sonia and her assistant arrive at the location, still searching for Kano. At that moment, a strange dragon-shaped ship arrives, and all the fighters begin boarding it. When Sonia spots Kano, she runs after him, but he boards the ship as well. As the ship begins to move, Sonia manages to sneak aboard just in time. It seems she has made it her mission to eliminate Kano. She starts searching for him all over the ship. Suddenly, Chang appears and tells her, "It's an honor to meet you like this for the first time." She tells him that there's a fugitive killer on his ship, and she's looking for him. Chang responds, "I'm truly captivated by your words," and adds that the ship belongs to him. He tells her that before doing anything, she must get his permission. At that moment, Liu and Johnny arrive and tell Chang to speak to the lady more respectfully. She tells him she doesn't need anyone's help, and that if she does, she'll call for backup. Suddenly, two of Chang's fighters appear, one named Sub-Zero and the other scorpion. Chung tells them that these two are incredibly strong and no one can stand against them. Sonya tries to stop them with her gun, but Sub-Zero touches it and freezes it instantly. The other fighter also begins to draw his weapon. Just then, Master Raiden arrives, stops the confrontation, and tells Chung, "You've broken the rules by attacking my fighters, which is against the law." Chang apologizes but says, "Once we reach my island, these laws won't matter anymore." He then leaves. Raiden orders the three of them to follow him and transforms into lightning, disappearing before their eyes. Liu, Johnny, and Sonya climb to the upper deck of the ship. Johnny and Sonya are bewildered by what they have just seen, especially the man made of lightning, and can't make sense of it. He told them that this is Master Raiden, the King of Thunder and Lightning, the protector of Earth. Suddenly, the Master appears again and tells them, "You three have been chosen to defend Earth." He also tells them, "What you're involved in isn't just about pride, chasing your enemy, or avenging your brother's death. This is a sacred mission, and you must carry it out to the fullest." But still, those standing there didn't understand anything. Master Raiden explained that Earth is just one of many worlds ruled by an emperor. However, this emperor can only enter Earth after 10 victories in Mortal Kombat. That's why he sent his demonic sorcerer, Shang, who always gathers champions to win so that his emperor can enter Earth and destroy it. But the big problem is that they have already won 9 battles, and the upcoming fight is the last one. That's why, by any means necessary, they must win this time to protect Earth. The next day, all the fighters arrive at the island where the matches will take place. All the fighters disembark from the ship, but Johnny, carrying many bags, ends up falling face first into the water. Sonya tries to contact someone through her radio, but there's no signal at all. Even Liu tells her to look at the compass, and when she does, it spins wildly. They're all bewildered by the strange place they're in, not knowing where they are. They continue their journey, climbing a very high staircase. At the top, Liu sees a woman sitting, staring intently at him. But Liu ignores her and walks away. Shang approaches her afterward and warns her, saying, "This tournament is the most dangerous ever." We learn that her name is Princess Kitana. He orders a statue to watch her and ensure she doesn't mingle with humans. The statue suddenly transforms and disappears. Later, the fighters gather to eat and rest from their journey. Suddenly, masked fighters storm in, followed by Shang, who welcomes everyone and announces that the tournament will begin tomorrow. He advises everyone to prepare and cherish these moments, as they might not see them again. He orders his fighters to give a demonstration of the skills they'll showcase in the battles. The masked fighters force everyone out of their seats, throwing the tables aside. One masked fighter prepares to face Sub-Zero. As soon as he attacks, Sub-Zero uses his ice powers, freezing him instantly and shattering him into pieces. Everyone is astonished by what they have just witnessed. Afterward, Liu leaves, and when Johnny asks him where he's going, he replies that he's heading to Shang. Sonya also sets out to search for Kano. Here we see a strange creature watching Liu and his companions. It seems they're in for many surprises in the upcoming battles. Eventually, the three arrive at a peculiar place. The entire island is incredibly strange. They search for Kano with Sonya until they find him eating, accompanied by a massive creature named Goro. We learn that Goro is the general of the Outworld armies and prince of the Shokan kingdom beneath the earth. He discusses Shang, calling him a great sorcerer admired by all the world's leaders. Meanwhile, Sonya, Liu, and Johnny watch from a distance, unsure of what this massive being is. Shang arrives and Kano asks him about the money he was promised. Shang tells him, "After you kill Sonya, I'll give you what we agreed upon." But he warns him not to kill her outright, saying he just wants her humiliated. Sonya overhears this, confused about Shang's intentions. Goro asks Shang about the reason for his visit. Shang replies that he came to warn him that the successor of the fighter Kung Lao will participate in the next tournament. He also mentions that Princess Kitana will be present, but warns against killing her, as she is 10,000 years old and the rightful heir to the Outworld forces. He also warns her not to ally with any humans, especially Liu. But Liu remains clueless about all of this. The three leave, but Shang senses something unusual. He quickly sends one of his men to investigate. The trio exits, only to find that the place has transformed from when they entered. They come across Princess Kitana, who seems to guide them to the right path. But when Liu follows her, she vanishes. And instead, the disappearing creature appears, spraying something in his face before fleeing. Johnny arrives and takes Liu out of the place, but they are ambushed by Shang's fighters. A fight ensues, showcasing Liu, Johnny, and even Sonya as highly skilled and powerful fighters. They easily defeat their attackers. Master Raiden appears, praising them, but then asks, "What will you do about these?" A large group of armed fighters arrives, but Raiden steps forward, leading them through the crowd. None of the fighters dares to stop them. The next day, the first match begins between Liu and one of Shang's fighters. Both attack each other fiercely, but Liu, being a skilled fighter, dominates the fight, landing several blows and ultimately winning. Shang, angered, approaches the defeated fighter and as always absorbs his inner power, leaving him lifeless. The second match is between Sonya and Kano. Kano initially mocks her, claiming to know all her moves, but Sonya surprises him with unexpected attacks, eventually overpowering him and choking him with her legs, killing him. Meanwhile, Johnny is wandering in the forest when he encounters Scorpion, who immediately shoots his weapon from his hand at Johnny. Fortunately, it misses. Johnny charges at Scorpion, trying to land a hit, but Scorpion transports them to another location. The two engage in an intense battle, proving that Johnny is a very strong fighter. However, Scorpion initially gains the upper hand. Johnny was able to escape from him and landed several blows, knocking him to the ground and climbing to a high place. But Scorpion knocked him down from above, and Johnny fell to the ground amidst the skeletal remains. At that moment, Scorpion removed his mask, revealing that he could control fire and was about to burn Johnny. But Johnny found a shield next to him, used it to defend himself, and then attacked Scorpion, striking him multiple times with the shield until he managed to finish him off. Later, it was supposed to be Liu Kang facing Princess Kitana. Both prepared for the fight and began attacking each other. But during the battle, Princess Kitana told Liu, "When your next battle comes, use the element that gives life." Liu didn't understand anything, but Shang Tsung called her to stop her from speaking to him. Liu seized the opportunity and managed to overpower her. Shang scolded her, saying, "You've disappointed me," and stopped the fight between them. A while later, we see Lord Raiden in disguise, but he left 2 buckets of water in the place and walked away. Afterward, Liu Kang entered the same area because he had a fight with Sub-Zero there. The two began battling fiercely, engaging in an intense and brutal fight. The problem for Liu was that Sub-Zero was a skilled fighter, and Liu couldn't handle him at all. Sub-Zero then started using his ice powers and was about to finish Liu off. At that moment, Princess Kitana entered the area, and Liu remembered her words from earlier that morning. He understood that she was referring to water as the element of life, so he used the bucket left by Raiden, turning it into a weapon, hitting Sub-Zero with it. Sub-Zero froze instantly and died. Afterwards, Shang Tsung approached Prince Goro saying, "We've let the humans win enough." Goro then began defeating many fighters, and no one could stand against him. Eventually, it was time for Goro's match against the fighter Art. Goro attacked Art with great strength. With his 4 arms, he grabbed Art with 2, while using the other 2 to hit his face. In the end, he held him, and Shang Tsung ordered him to finish Art off. Goro killed him immediately. Shang Tsung then absorbed Art's soul, as he always did, causing Johnny to be deeply upset and mournful. Later, the 3 fighters gathered with Lord Raiden. They were afraid of facing Goro, but Raiden assured them, saying, "Humans like you can defeat him easily. The key is for each of you to overcome your fears first." He explained that each of them had an inner struggle to conquer. Johnny feared being seen as a fraud, as the media often portrayed him, and constantly entered battles to prove to himself that he was a true fighter. Sonya struggled with her arrogance, refusing help from anyone, no matter the situation. Raiden left them, but Liu followed him, saying, "What about me?" Raiden replied, "Your problem is that you fear your destiny. You once fled to America, burdened by guilt over things you had no control over." Raiden warned them that Shang Tsung could sense their inner fears and might exploit them to win. Later, Johnny went to Shang Tsung and challenged Goro to the next fight. Shang mocked him, saying, "Are you so eager to die quickly? Fine, I'll accept the challenge. But if Goro kills you, I'll personally choose the fighter for the final battle, as well as the time and place." They agreed, and soon Goro arrived for the fight. Everyone cheered for Goro as Johnny entered wearing his sunglasses, showing no fear. Shang ordered Goro to finish him quickly. Goro took Johnny's sunglasses and was about to attack him, but Johnny suddenly struck Goro with a powerful blow that left him unable to stand. Johnny quickly climbed to a cliff and easily defeated Goro. However, Shang Tsung immediately took Sonya, declaring that she would face him in the final battle. Despite their attempts to stop him, he reminded them of their agreement. He opened a portal, took Sonya, and disappeared. When they asked Raiden where Shang had taken her, he revealed that she had been taken to the Emperor's palace. The problem was that they couldn't reach her, but Liu and Johnny decided to follow them, hoping to rescue her. Upon arriving at the strange place, Liu managed to catch a disappearing lizard and threw it into a statue. Suddenly, the lizard transformed into one of Shang Tsung's fighters, who ambushed Liu and attacked him fiercely. But Liu quickly regained his strength and counterattacked, landing several powerful blows until the fighter was defeated and turned back into a statue. At that moment, Liu saw Princess Kitana, who guided him out of the place. She revealed that her real father was the rightful ruler of Outworld, but after losing 10 Mortal Kombat tournaments, the Emperor killed him and adopted Kitana to make her his successor. Meanwhile, Shang Tsung had tied Sonya to the designated fighting area. He arrived with some of his followers, demanding that she fight him in the final battle. If he won, the rulers of Outworld would open their portal to Earth, allowing them to invade. Sonya refused to fight him, saying her friends would come to rescue her. Shang mocked her, calling her human sentimentality a weakness, and demanded she fight him again. She still refused, insisting her friends would come. At that moment, one of the people beside her removed his hood, revealing himself to be Johnny, accompanied by Liu and Katana. Johnny told her, "Your friends don't need to come because they're already here." Katana confronted Shang Tsung, accusing him of betrayal for relying on deception to win the tournament. Shang was angered by her words but declared, "I'll challenge Johnny." But Liu interrupted, saying, "No, I will challenge you because I am the successor of Kung Lao, and the challenge must be with me. Will you accept or surrender?" Shang was forced to agree. Everyone left the area, and the two began attacking each other fiercely. Liu fought with all his strength, seeking revenge for what Shang had done to his brother. The battle continued for a long time, until Shang used his magic to summon the spirits of the strongest fighters, unleashing a group of powerful warriors. They attacked Liu with great force, but he faced his fears as advised by Katana and Raiden. He bravely confronted all the warriors and defeated them. Shang then transformed into Liu's brother, speaking to him and reminding him of their memories together. But Liu realized it was one of Shang's tricks and didn't believe him. He transformed back into his original form, and they attacked each other again. But after a while, Liu was able to figure out Shang's weaknesses. He managed to use them against him, overpowering him in the end, knocking him onto the weapons on the ground and finishing him off. At that moment, Liu was very happy that he had finally won the battle, defeated the most dangerous wizard, and protected planet Earth. After a while, they returned to Earth again, where the master was waiting for them and was very pleased with what these three fighters had accomplished. The movie ends there. I hope you liked the summary. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated with all the latest. See you in the next movie. Goodbye.